Welcome to Loop in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This yarn store has their own yarn line of 40 gorgeous colors and so many other beautiful things to explore. Let's head inside and check them out.
Hi, my name is Laura, and I'm the co-owner of Loop in Center City, Philadelphia.
And we're going to take a tour. Okay, this is Loop on it. So can we start here? I want to know more about this yarn.
Yeah, so this is our yarn that we dye ourselves. We're always looking to just offer something unique to our customers, and we just thought it would be fun to get started dyeing yarn, and we kind of, started dabbling, and then it just really took off.
Oh my gosh.
So now we carry 5 different bases and over 40 colors, and our customers have been loving it. So we've been doing it about 3 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And where are you dyeing the yarn? Is it here on location?
No, we have a studio nearby.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you part of that process? Are you
I
dyeing?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun. I have 2 main dyers, and then I kind of help with the choosing the colors and all that, and then they kind of do the bulk of the dyeing. So.
You have a beautiful rainbow palette, but
Thank
with
you.
so much depth and color.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the bases that you carry?
Sure. So I'll start actually over here just because it's kind of set up by weight. So
Sure.
fingering to worsted here. So Sprig is our main core, fingering weight, 100%
Nice.
superwash merino, and it comes in all the 40 colors with its matching mohair here. So this is the silk and mohair. So this is Sprig and Posy. And then our other fingering weight is a merino cashmere blend.
Ooh,
So this is just linden, which is very soft and beautiful. And it just takes the dye a little lighter, it's a little softer. These colors are a little more vibrant, and these come out a little softer, which I love. That cashmere content kind of softens it up a little bit. So that's nice. And again, these all match here. This is Loop Tendril, which is our merino and silk base. And it has just this beautiful shine. It's a DK weight. It's great for accessories, just a little everyday luxury feel. And the silk just takes the dye beautifully. As you can see, it's just this bing, nice shine. Yeah. This is our worsted weight cashmere blend. So here's our fingering, linden, and then petal is our worsted weight, which is just squishy, plush. This is, a big seller at the holidays. This is what people really love to make a special gift for someone. This is a great choice for that. And then we have Flora, which is our 100% superwash merino worsted. So again, this is our workhorse, you can do baby, you can do you can knit for the whole family, all of that with this yarn here.
It's interesting to see the two of these side by side, both being a worsted, because this one definitely has kind of a looser twist to it.
Yes, and I would say this is a bit heavier. This has a little more yardage than this, so it's a little bit thicker, maybe 4 stitches to the inch, where this could be 4.5 to 5.
Oh, very nice. And I'm seeing there's a flower theme.
Yes, we went botanical. Okay. There's so many ways you can go with naming things, and we decided to just keep it simple and pretty and just go with our botanical, and all the names are botanical related.
The color
names. Yes.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue on back.
Okay. Yeah. So with the exception of our loop yarn here, our shop is set up by weight.
Okay.
So we're actually kind of on the thinner side, and then across the way is the heavier yarns. So fingering and lace kind of start down the way here, and then it goes up to, this is our DK section here. So, we carry a variety of DK weight yarns in hand dye and mill dyed, as do many shops. I'll point out this is Scout, which is one of our favorite yarns. I mean, it's just such a beautiful yarn. The heathered colors are fantastic. And the company Kelbourne Woolens that makes it is based right here in Philadelphia. So it's great to when we've known Kate and Courtney for many years, just through the yarn shop world. So it's really fun to be able to support their endeavor here in the shop.
Yeah, I really did not realize that they were here. I honestly thought they were not in the US.
Oh, really?
Just because it feels just very much like a fancier, like a European almost. And so it's kind of cool. I did not know they were here.
They're right here in Philly.
I love them. We see them a lot of places, so it's fun to see them where they are.
They have great yarns. They really do. Their thing is very well done. So they do a great job.
Awesome.
What can I show you? We carry Fiber Story yarns, which is, she's a hand dyer out of Michigan. And this has been just something I don't think you see a lot of places, but we've carried her for many years. And I think, as you can see, her yarns are beautiful.
Yes.
So we have it in a DK and a fingering weight.
Lovely. So, yeah, we definitely want to see all of your different like hand dyes, especially local stuff is always fun to see.
Yeah, for sure. So we're kind of moving into our fingering weight section here. Actually, yesterday we just got a big Woolfolk shipment, which is always an exciting time of year in the fall when like all the Woolfolk is back. So this is the Woolfolk tinned, and we're very taken with these colors right now.
Yes.
They just have the most beautiful palette. So all of us are plotting something to make with this right now.
What are you thinking?
Well, honestly, I would just love to take this cube and just do something like striped, like just a fun like chevron stripe kind of thing with each color going through. It'd just be a beautiful gradient.
It would be pretty.
We'll
yeah, it
see.
looks so
I'll
nice.
add it
all
to the
stacked
list
like that.
right?
So good.
So let's see. So of course, Malabrigo is a big one for us. Actually, this yarn just came out from Blue Sky. This is Prairie, which is their like a Surrey alpaca lace weight. It comes in solid colors, which we have across the way. But this is Malabrigo and Blue Sky are now like joined. I don't know if you knew that. So they dyed some of their Prairie with their Malabrigo colors, which is super fun. Yeah.
I like how you have these here, so it's very easy to see like the content and the weight and the price. That's really nice.
Absolutely. I mean, we're of course always happy to like jump in and talk to people about what everything is, but sometimes, if you're just trying to get the lay of the land, it's nice to be able to see like what everything is, because people don't know necessarily like what weight things are. So
yeah, everyone has a different label, so it's nice to have. You have a lot of spun right round.
Yes, well, I love their yarns. I mean, their yarns are gorgeous. They're in New York, I believe, like upstate New York. So they're close by, and I just think they do a fabulous job. They really, if you want that bright color, pop, this is the one for you.
Definitely.
So then we have more Fiber Story here in our fingering weight, and then we just started carrying. So Plucky just started being in stores, so they were online only. So now they're selling to retailers. So we brought in this Plucky Legacy, which is this incredible Shiniko wool. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It is so pretty. It's really soft and springy. It's a non-superwash wool, and there is kind of a little trend right now, I think, for people wanting non-superwash.
Absolutely.
Which is great. So this is like a nice, like tonal dyed non-superwash wool.
Beautiful. It feels great. I mean, really lightweight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So then as we kind of move into like the middle of the store, I have like some lace and fingering here. So this is our Bichambouche, which is a company from France. They're like these Danish sisters, I believe, that live in France, and they make Shetland wool, like Scottish wool. Isn't that? So it's very international.
Yes, it is. It's lovely.
Yeah. So and we have all our cocoa knits notions. This is Feederbrook Farm, which is a self-striping like barber pole wool, and she's in Maryland, so she's real close by.
Nice.
Her name is Lisa Westra. She's a fabulous lady. She has a whole farm. I mean, she does this all herself. Like she's a one-woman show.
Wow.
And she has a farm with sheep and all kinds of stuff. So she's a busy lady and makes a beautiful yarn.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So Mode at Rowan, this is new for fall. They have selected 6 yarns in a palette of 10 colors. So each yarn comes in each of the 10 colors, and you can mix them. Like there's lace weight alpacas, there's, chunky wools. You can carry them together, because the carrying mohair along continues to be like a big thing, which personally I love. I'm a huge mohair fan. So I just think these yarns are beautiful. Like they're really wearable. The palette is great, like for just everyday.
Very soft.
Yeah, but there's like some fun like pop colors, like these pinks that you could do with accessories. So it's really been in the store for like a week. So we're excited to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So that's like a fun thing we're all into.
And they've got like a whole pattern.
Yes, they have like a huge, I mean, you can see this.
Oh, wow.
Like a huge amount of patterns for it, like a whole lookbook. there's, swatches of everything. So definitely,
Great.
it's fun to come in and see what they're doing with each of the yarns. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Cool. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
I like your display here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely like a classic loop display for sure. Like this having like the yarn on the walls like this.
Oh,
Yeah, we've
nice.
done this for a long time. It's always fun it's amazing how when you change the color, you just change the feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
it's really
kind of
fun.
switch it out periodically?
Yeah, for
How
sure.
fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. So we are back here to our like chunky and bulky. Obviously you've got to have Rasta.
Mm-hmm.
It's like number one, bulky yarn, especially for holiday knits and things like that. My personal favorite is the flat bulky from Woolfolk. It's so soft. It just has this great texture. It's really a good one for accessories and fun. That like teddy bear texture, which I feel like has been so popular.
I love that.
So that's our bulky. Behind you is our little needle section here, our Knit Pro Knitter's Pride needles.
Awesome.
What else? Some Addy needles here. We have a little trunk show right now from Misha and Puff. So this sweater here is called the Adult Popcorn Sweater, and Misha and Puff is a company that does ready to wear like children and adult clothing. They're based in New York, and it's very like cool, like Brooklyn baby kind of thing, and people were so into the yarns that Kelborn actually partnered with them to bring the yarn to market.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's something else I'll show you when we get over there. So we have this like fun sweater right now, and the redesigned bags, which everyone's very into right now. Have you seen these? Yeah,
seen like a longer version of this.
There's
the
a million
skeins.
styles, but yeah, they're
These
really
are
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is our worsted ball. So worsted is by far like our most popular weight. So we like to have lots of fun options. So Woolfolk Far is like just a huge staple for us. Like people love this yarn. It's so soft. It's so beautiful.
That's nice.
If you have not knit with Woolfolk, you should.
No, I don't know if I have actually.
Oh yeah, no, it's such a pleasure.
To.
Yeah. Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. I mean, Brooklyn Tweed, we were one of the first 7 stores to have Brooklyn Tweed when they opened. God, I think it's 12, 13 years ago now.
Wow.
So that's just been like such a great yarn for us all this time. And we love all that they do. This is the Misha and Puff I was telling you about. So it's, this really pretty palette, really nice squishy. I believe it's like a 3-ply, I want to say, that's just very bouncy.
It is bouncy.
Yeah.
It looks so nice.
Yeah. So and then Blue Sky organic cotton. From the day we opened, it's been just like a huge hit. So there's many, many babies running around Philadelphia and the world, I'm sure, are like wrapped in Blue Sky cotton. Yes, exactly. And then we move on to Emma's Yarn, they're a great company. They were started by these kids, like these sisters, or Emma's was like 15 when she started dyeing yarn.
Yes.
And now like the whole family is involved, and her colors are super fun. And again, very kid friendly, which is great.
Nice bright colors. I love it.
Malabrigo Rios. Gotta love that. And then, we have more of the spun right round, the plucky, good old Lannis from Barocco is like a great just workhorse wool. Wool and the Gang is always a fun one. They always have fun colors. Their palette is always super fun.
So can you tell me about the history of the store? I know you've been around for a while. Did you start in this location?
We did. So we opened in 2005. So we are coming up on our 20th anniversary, which is completely wild for so many reasons, and all of them good. My business partner, Craig, actually opened the store in 2005, and I was one of the first people to work in the shop. And then we joined forces. So we created our partnership like a few years in. So yeah, we've been here right here on South Street in Philadelphia all this time. And, we've just been so lucky to like keep it going for this time and to still be really enjoying it and loving, adding new things and, loving doing it all this time. I mean, it's flown by in so many ways. Like it really, really has. And it's hard for us to believe
I know
that we're here, we're still here, which is great. We have a great community that supported us all this time. So.
And have you had this, like the same space, or did you, because I know you have a classroom. Did you have that when you started out too?
We did not. Next door was a hair salon, and we actually we briefly had a fabric shop for like 5 years.
Oh.
And so we opened it, tried it out. We liked it okay, but we were like, our heart was really with the yarn. So we just still had the space and we didn't want to give it up. So we turned it into a classroom. We broke through the wall into next door. It used to be 2 separate spaces. Yeah. So it's great to have a space to have like special events. We have a fall festival that we do. So we have like local vendors that come and sell, and just to have a nice big space that's like separate from the store for classes. So it's nice that we can have our own separate space for that.
Yeah, it's a huge space.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And we do finishing work and all kinds of stuff. So it's like a nice workspace for us as well. So
I saw a circular sock machine back there. Do you crank for people?
We literally got that thing 2 days ago.
No way. Okay.
So we're just figuring out how to set it up, and I know that shops do that. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're going to end up doing that, but we just wanted to try it. And I think it would be a great way to do a class.
Yeah.
That we could like have the sock done, and then you could learn how to do the heels and the toes. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that's brand new. So speaking of classes, what kind of classes do you offer?
So we offer a full range of learn to knit and crochet classes. I mean, as I said, we've been doing this for 20 years. I mean, we have taught thousands of people to knit at this point. It's really cool. Like people, and every fall it continues to be, people coming and wanting to learn to knit. And our Learn to Knit program is really strong. So we have people that stay with us through the whole thing and really go on to become excellent knitters. It's just fun to make knitters,
So do they have several classes that like they go
we
through?
have a knit 1 through 4.
Oh,
so you can, do the progression there. And then from there you can take any of our sweater classes or, different accessories, different technique classes, cables, ferrule, all the good stuff.
That's fascinating. Yeah. And what kinds of community events do you have?
So we have a twice a week knitting circle on Wednesdays and Sundays from 1 to 3, both of which are, attended by a fabulous group of people. It's, a little different on each day depending on like who can come. But I mean, often we have, 20 to 40 people, depending on like depending on the Sunday or Wednesday, whichever it is. And it's just great to have like just this great group of people that you see every week, and they're very welcoming to new people. So if any of your watchers are visiting Philadelphia, like come on in, like they'll be happy to see you.
Oh, that's awesome. And do they gather, I'm guessing, in the other room? Or?
Right here. We do it right here. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. And people like, that are just visiting kind of come in and they're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like it's really fun to see what everyone's working on, and they're just such big supporters of the shop. Like it's really nice to have these like ambassadors out there in the world being like, come to Loop. So yeah, it's really nice.
That's kind of how we ended up here. Somebody said come, and we're like, okay. We want to come. I want to come see it. For people maybe who aren't going to be visiting Philly, can they still connect with you? Can they still shop?
Yes, we have everything in our store is on our website at loopyarn.com. You can check us out on Instagram at loopyarn and Facebook as well, loopyarn. And we are quite active on both of those platforms. And you can always give us a call too if you have a question about something that you see online. We're happy to talk with you about it.
Amazing. And what is something that maybe is coming up in the next year that you're excited about?
Well, I mean, I keep talking about it, but it is a big deal. So our 20th anniversary is in April of 2025. So that's really what we're planning right now. We have lots of fun things planned, and, cool, swag and all kinds of fun stuff that we're working on designing right now. But I'm also excited just to continue expanding the business. Our hand dye business is really going well, and looking forward to working on that more. And it feels good, here we are 4 years post COVID, that things are really, are back to normal. And, we feel good about, being here, for many more years. So
it's such an exciting milestone.
It is. It really is. It's a great time to like look back at all we've accomplished and to think about what we want to do in the future. So we're definitely enjoying like taking that time to reflect. So yeah, it's great.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for coming. It's a pleasure to meet you.